I constantly look for quality of life improvements in the game, and one of the improvements that I have found is actually maybe a bug. Let's see. Glory Arena. No, not Glory Arena. Was that the Battle of Unions? So in Battle of Unions, I may not be able to demonstrate it that easily, but there is an opportunity, and let's see what. Normally what you do is press battle, there it is, and you will have to wait for ages to grind down the animation. It takes a really, really long time. It's horrible, isn't it? I mean, after the first hit I know the result because the animation is kind of easy to calculate. So it's a pointless animation, and I got the plus 58 point. Now this is not the improvement itself, this is how it works normally. Now let's try to do the exact same battle. You saw the plus 58 point. Let's try it again. But this time, press the back button on your phone or emulator. On the bottom right, I'm pressing it. As soon as you won the first one. Oops, I pressed it twice. Anyway, you got the idea. We got the 58 points. Let's try it again. So after the first battle, you quit. And this way you skip half of the animation. I mean, if there is a great game mode I'm allergic to, it's this one. Because, like, why should I watch all the animation? So, this way, I split basically all the animations into half. You see? Minus 3 points, got it. But if I went all the way, which I can, I don't want to, it's just I can, I'm demonstrating it for the purpose of seeing. Like you see, you would need to see them celebrate themselves and like get us killed and so on. So then we move on. I try to fight this 29 million opponent. It won't make much sense. There you go, done. 25, is there a better opponent? I mean, I know Cirrhosa from EU 256. Why am I fighting these people? It set it when it was like 3 million. You see, we won one. There you go. So, altogether, you need to have like, when I usually finish, it's 5 scores in total with a positive result. Power is not an indication of how successful you're gonna be. And I had initially I had an impression that it's a bug, because it may happen, I'm not sure about it, but it may happen that the second 2 battles are not fought as well, or at all. But now that I'm testing it again, and today I started testing this a bit more extensively, it seems like that the second 2 battles are fought as well. So it's just a shortening, but you know, I badly needed this shortening because this game mode takes ages, like really ages to fight those 5 battles. And you know, the worst thing that you can do is just when you have to see the animation. I mean, there is another game, like look at this Raid Shadow Legends, where the battle has been going on for 6 minutes 27 seconds. I'm not watching it, I'm recording a video instead. Because I figured out how to multitask, not switch task, but multitask. Set up Raid on autopilot while taking care of my Era of Chaos accounts. And this way I don't have a drawback that Raid offers, that you have to watch most of its battles. And they know that they are wrong as well, because they started adding auto battles in Raid. So in Era of Chaos as well, this animation is pointless. We need a fast battle. You know what else is pointless? Stadwick. Stadwick is equally pointless to watch, Stadwick defense. And quite a few. Another thing that is pointless, look at this. Duel of Champions. Star Challenge. Why do I need to see this? So I don't want to see this. This time it's a bit shorter than usual, but I still don't want to see this. And then prepare, and you see it's wasting my time basically. It counts down to like, this time 34, sometimes a bit more. Even at 6 at speed it takes a lot of time. And then I have to press fast forward manually. This could have been a checkbox to do this in auto. You see how much extra clicks, extra times could have been saved. It's mind-blowing how much could be saved. So this is one thing. And in some of these game modes, I started thinking about it when a new game mode got added this week. Why? Or last week. Why was it? Because in the marketplace, you see this domain thing. Oh, that's funny. Event has not started and unable to refresh store currently. Yeah, there is some error message. Anyway, this game mode is new. It's gonna be added soon. But if we have yet another thing to fight, then we may need to save time elsewhere. So I badly started looking at like other places where I can save time. Because it doesn't work like you have 10, 20 different areas where you have to fight. And then all of a sudden you don't. Another place where I really appreciated the save, it's this one. And yeah, by the way, I have trouble beating this opponent because of the Yorogumo, but we'll see how I'll go through it. I have some ideas like lowering defense and so on. But this game mode is like, after level 90, you can go through all 15 battles. But this is amazing because if you go through all 15 battles, then you don't have to fight even once unless you do Awakening. But then you still need to manually click on reset and claiming the Heavencast stones. And this takes quite a lot of clicks. Like one click is fine, that's the one click experience. And then maybe a second click is fine to collect all the Heavencast stones, like all at once. And then you need to close the pop-up, that's the third one. So maybe just a one-time checkbox, collect all Astro Silver, and then reset. And then basically it would go through and it would save a lot of clicks. User experience, you know, I have a UX background as well. One other annoying thing about the user interface specifically is that when you have, let's say, skills, I don't know if I can rank someone up. Possibly yes. I'm just looking for skill. You need to keep some lower level units around for missions until level 90. Anyway, I can do this one, not a problem. It's never been a priority. So this looks very much like refueling, right? So you hold down the mouse key or the mouse button or your tap on this and you keep on refueling. It's fast here, relatively fast. But another place is when you go all the way to 15, the issue is that you're not seeing much here. It's really fast. Because it's just 2750 for level 8. But for level 15 it's 44,000. And it takes about half a minute to do this. From 14 to 15. Half a minute. Imagine you have 8 units to do this. And you start thinking, okay, why am I doing this? Why isn't there an auto button? I mean, even Raid Shadow Legends managed to solve this. So for example, in Raid, let's see. Although they were notorious about bad quality of life, like bad user experience, but in Raid, let's say you have some artifact. Now I need some weaker unit for artifacts. Now, if I start upgrading, for example, this speed, whatever, this artifact, upgrade, earlier it was like this. You keep on pressing this and it fails. You see, it fails like 6-7 times, right? But this time there is the upgrade 1 level button and the upgrade to level 16. If I won't press the upgrade to level 16 because it's quite expensive. Maybe with another unit, let's say, or champion, whatever they are called. Let's say I add something here, so this support champion. I don't know like what exactly. But for example, here I can afford to upgrade it to level 12, okay? So upgrade to level 12. Click, click, done. And I even completed the weekly mission, you see? Same thing with the skills. I could have done the skills like so much more easily. So that's like another game. It's just an inspiration. So these skill rule stones are a bit problematic, but you know what's even more problematic? The talents. There is a fix for this. The times 100 button, which is gonna be available sometime in the future. Like, I'm not sure if it's level 75, 80, but definitely not 70. Just look at this. Who has time for this? Well, I have to because my account is kind of competitive, but look at this, how painful this is. The times 10. We need the times 100 button a lot faster than this. But there is a problem. Because as you improve, as you upgrade, still the times 10. So as you upgrade this, you level up. And I think we're gonna get level 11, level 12 or something. Yeah, you can decide, it's fine when you want it. It's a bit out of balance now because I want to reach the next level. Maybe I'm with the wrong unit. Come on. You see how painful this is already? And it's just one unit. Just think about that. There you go, level 11. Okay, that's what you can reach here. But once you get to orange plus 5, it goes to level 15. And do you know what the problem is with level 15? The same as with the Skrill runestones. With the times 100 button, it's just as painful as now with the times 10 button to cover this distance. Who has time for that? These are quality of life improvements. Like, you either can ask for a max out and it's just a one button and it wastes a lot of talent potions. We can afford that because by the time we're at end, well, it's like late mid game according to my calculations. We're like in late mid game, we have so many talent potions that we're happy to waste it, so you can max it out easily. And you either do a max button or a times 1000 button, because otherwise it takes ages. Now, don't get me wrong, quirks in the user interface, like these problems, can actually be a competitive advantages. Why? Because others give up and they fail to improve their units. Because they just don't have time for these clicks. And if I do, in that case I suffer a bit in exchange for a competitive advantage. That's absolutely fine. So these are the issues. Some of the issues. I know more, but these could save so much time. Also, the steward is amazing. So I love the steward. There are a few problems, which is a competitive advantage for me because I never forget the memory album. But some people do, it's not in the steward. So adding it to the steward doesn't hurt. Now, there are other problems. Namely, if I do this, and here don't forget that you need balance sweep. I haven't used this feature at all on this account, but I'm gonna do balance sweep because I'm not advancing in Trial of Angels today. So you do this. Come on, click. Confirm. And you have to do it again for the Blackguard. It could be done just once with one click. And there are the other challenges which I'm not completing. And now the next thing is, here you collect this. A claim all button would be amazing, because then you have to click, 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 at least, like in another accounts it's 13 times. And now when we're talking about it, there is this amazing Sunday event with good resources. Here as well, like click, 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 click. It's only 8, but sometimes it's 20 plus. I did this on purpose to demonstrate this. Here as well, a claim all. Just like what you do already. And Dwarven Treasury, you go rewards and claim all. Oh, and then first here, okay, amazing. So these things help a lot with the account. And accessibility wise as well, you know, accessibility, it's like so that other people with some temporal or permanent disabilities can access some of the features. Like temporal is when, for example, you have you break your arm, and then you have one arm to hold the phone and plow forward. Now imagine that I have a champion and I need to go down, and you see I opened this by accident. By closing it, I get back to the top. What I need to do is hold down the button, get outside the box of the accordion, and that's how I scroll. There is no scroll bar, there is nothing. And imagine I want to get to this unit. I click here. Now it's over for scrolling. I have to scroll again if I clicked on the wrong unit. And this is one thing. The other thing is the hitbox of this. You need to click somewhere here, you see? If you completed the mission. Not here, not here, well, here as well, but not here, but here, like nearby. Hitbox is kind of small. And then this one is a second scroller. But if I close this, you see I went back to the top. And I need to scroll like this. But if I scroll like this, it sometimes doesn't work, and it sometimes open. For example, now Falconer is opened by accident, you see. So this accordion is a disaster from a user experience point of view. There are easier representations of the same information where you can so easily move forward. This is just a game improving feature. One thing that wastes a lot of time is the marketplace. You added yet another store, the domain store, right? Sooner or later there is gonna be something to be done in there. It would be so amazing to have some sort of a button like purchase all from all stores, which means that I don't have to do this. Click, refresh, like purchase all free attempts as well. So for example, if you have VIP card, then you keep on refreshing as long as you have currency. So these are already 3 refreshes and 4 purchases, 7 clicks. 8 click, 9, 10. Okay, I could purchase this again. So it's still 10, this is just optimization. 11, 12. In proper, if I had the currency, it would be 12. Now it's just, let's pretend it's 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 clicks. Okay, this is something I do manually because I know I need the tokens. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20. I'm not doing anything special. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. You get the idea. 28, 29, but I'm not doing it this time. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. I might have missed the calculations. This store I'm manualing. Let's pretend it's 37, 38. 39, finally we have the artifact. 40, 41, 42, 43 in later times. 44, 45, 46. And that's it. Later 47, 48, 49. So almost 50 clicks. Who has time for this? So, by the way, there is a bug sometimes that is not opened yet. The things appear, but it doesn't matter. So who has time for 50 clicks per account? So just think about this. It's such an easy, low-hanging fruit improvement. You could save minutes, and it's not like we don't want to play the game. We do. This is not playing the game, this is administrating the game. Similarly, constructive criticism on Raid Shadow Legends. Some people say that this is playing the game. I disagree. Now I cannot find the arena. Let's see the tag arena. Okay, I can already refresh. Maybe there is something. Yeah, like this one, I'll lose a few battles. Some people say that this is playing the game while I'm on auto. This time I'm on auto, so I'm not, I cannot even spellcast manually. Or can I? Yeah, I can, but I won't. Some people say that watching all this is like playing the game. It's not. I'm not doing anything. So I don't need to watch. I understand that some people go out, make coffee, like spend time with family while administrating the raid battles, and this is going on an auto battle. But I don't want to see this, especially not when the maximum speed is like 2x. You see, user experience wise, this is a fail in my books. Some people say that this is playing the game. I had some debates with some other content creators, and I'm implying that no, this is not playing the game. Sometimes I even press the stop battle button, because you see, like, this is a long battle, I don't have time for this, skip battle, skip. I lose the battle, I win the other 2 battles, I win the whole thing. Okay, 11 less currencies. It's worth for me to not having to see a 5-minute long battle that I win like 60% of the time. I don't care, see? So I'm even willing to sacrifice resources for the sake of doing this, because for example, also in raid, this thing here, well, super raid or not super raid, good question. Okay, I may waste resources here, doesn't matter because I've maxed out energy and I won't play today like that early. So every single time you play this, you have to see this, there is no other choice. Or not see, you can look away, obviously, it's within your control. But it's not possible to fast forward, there is no quick battle, there is no background battle for this game mode. They started adding background battles for other game modes, but it's like part of the game is to speed this up, right? Because earlier it was more than a minute until I could farm this, so every single battle took a minute. And these are user experience fails on some level. So this is how it's possible to save a lot of time in Era of Chaos, like a significant amount of time on useless things. And this contributed, I strongly believe this contributed to the game losing a VIP 11 plus player, basically. You see Yorogumo, you see some impossible stars at this stage, because he says the game is boring to him. It's not the game that is boring, but you know, I out-execute him because I'm willing to do everything for the sake of the competition. And he figures out that just to keep his position, he needs to invest hundreds of clicks extra, plus let's say 10 minutes extra every day to watch some of the battles that he cannot influence and wins anyway. This is the issue. I mean, Duel of Champions, this is, I understand that we want to emulate as if it was real-time matchmaking, but it's not real-time matchmaking. This is just some random animation, and you see how long it takes even at 6x speed. Well, actually, 6x speed doesn't modify the timer, it just modifies how fast they slide. And then you have to manually prepare, which is also interesting. I couldn't care less about taunting and all these things. And prepare. And then if you don't do auto battle, it takes even longer. Here, why do we have to wait? You see? And now I understand I don't want to skip watching this battle, for example, because this gives me information, even if it's like fast forwarding. But you see, there is an issue with this game mode because it wastes the player's time on purpose. With the 10 seconds matchmaking, and after pressing battle and other, like, pretending that the opponent is still reorganizing their formation, which is not happening because it's automatic. So players are not that stupid to believe that something is happening. No, nothing is happening. We all know that by the time. So maybe doing the animations for the first 50 level is fine, but then unlocking this button could help so much that it's mind-blowing. Glory Arena, I've managed to hack my way through, because let's say I attack, I'm gonna lose this time, I do one attack. Press battle. At least there is no waiting. And I click and then I get the result immediately. So that's good. I don't have to watch the animation. After the first hit, I know anyway what is going on, because the animation is kind of straightforward. So these are the improvement suggestions I have to make this game a lot better and a lot more exciting for those who oh yeah, Guild Adventure. I almost forgot about Guild Adventure. There are some issues, so I'll do a Guild Adventure this time. Yeah, of course. What is he doing? That's crazy. Oh, I think he just wants to do the 20. Okay, anyway, let's do the Guild Adventure. This is easy. Nothing to complain about this one. Better. Here we're doing the gold and green, I think, but I'll have to check. This one definitely not. This one, yes. 5 Inferno. I don't have Druid, so I have to do Inferno. I understand that we can change formation, right? So this is easy. So Mercenary, let's get the Yorogumo. Let's get Inferno. We need few more Inferno, so this, 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 and let's fight. Here, auto battle would be amazing. I know that you don't want to sweep this. I agree, somewhat agree, not fully, but somewhat agree with this. It can be a conscious choice, but then start on auto would be amazing, like a checkbox. 5 tower. I think I have Red Dragon. Let's see. Yeah, I was mistaken. One cool feature would be to save formations just like in some other game modes, like the tower game mode, which you can do in this formation part, but can we? No, we cannot even do this because there are saved formations in other game modes, but specific to this game mode that would be amazing. But obviously I'm maybe asking a bit too much, because doing this manually is a bit of a long shot. Oh, and I need a place for the Yorogumo for dealing maximum damage. Okay, the Judicator can go. You see, I already know how to save time by clicking as soon as the battle screen is loaded, because then the animation is skipped. Maybe a generic setting to skip some animations would help as well. And here I don't need to optimize. Let's see, gold one or Thunderbird. Yeah, I think they are doing the Thunderbird. Okay, I'm not gonna optimize, I'll just battle. Oh, actually tower is the mission. I can just continue. So this takes a while, but I understand if you need to see this. It's just 3 battles. And there is no artificial delaying. Now, let's get back. And let's see what the problem is with the Guild Adventure. Hopefully I will see some specific situations. So, this is amazing when you collect items, you see? It's just collected. That's what we want. Here, showing what is traded in exchange for what would help so many clicks, help avoid so many clicks. Like, for example, gold in exchange for runestones. You could display this, there is so much space in here. You see, this is, well, this is not a good deal on this account, on all other accounts it would be. And also replacing these green things. Talent potions, we don't need this anymore. So I'm here. But still, I cannot complain about this one. I mean, I understand if the game guides us towards discovery. Fine. And it's an edge because if I'm willing to click, others are not. So let's see how I can demonstrate the deficiencies. So I'm going to Mephisto. Oh yeah. So in order to demonstrate this, I will teleport here. No, actually I will teleport rather here. Good. In order to collect this resource, you have to click and claim. You cannot do anything else but claim. This is pointless. I understand that this is because of the purpose of showing that we got 4 crystals. But I would prefer just getting the 4 crystals without knowing that it's 4 crystals. The action is the same anyway. I'm not that interested in this. Also, click here, attack, you see, and then you see a battle. Unless you use this skill instant kill, click, 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 click. 4 times. So, just a checkbox or some setting that use instant kill as long as you can would save 3 clicks out of 4. Just think about that. Just like how you collect equipment, which is ironically something that you don't need after a while. So you see, click, claim, why? 1 click can be saved so easily. Here as well I just do skip, collect resources, but you know it's a 1 time per day. I understand we don't need to save these types of clicks. Let's see, I have like 1 teleport left, yeah. Good. So there you go. Once again, 1 more click than I wanted. I understand that the game has to tell us what is acquired. Still, like, who would ignore this? You see? In this building. Who would say, I'm gonna press the ignore button? I don't need resources. No one, right? So as soon as you click the button or click this building, you just say occupied and you see another claim. Why? You could save all these clicks. We don't need the notification. You just need to, by this time I know that it's about 20 spell scrolls. And then I go this way, you see an extra click. Oh, and by the way, there is a problem with claiming another 100 energy. You see, you need to go back, mission. And I understand that some people hoard this until the end of the day or whenever, so they don't want to claim it immediately. But it's quite a long journey to get there. Okay, it's a competitive advantage that I have because most people are not willing to do this. I understand. But you see? Here there is a decision whether you purchase the unit for 80,000 or not, but in some cases it's free. Whenever it's free, I don't want to click. Another interesting thing, this is not saving clicks, but this building is so useful in Heroes 3. It's so useless here, because we don't need these potions anymore after the first few days. We get more than enough. And you see how many extra clicks there are. And I can understand if some players say, I'm not playing this game anymore. Like some of those who, let's say, purchased half of the game already on during the first week, which was kind of the case with Soviet back in the days. And then I figured out that actually he doesn't enjoy it that much after like level 60. For people like me, for example, I'm still playing despite, so I'm not playing because of the extra clicks, I'm playing despite the extra clicks, because I understand that like what the game is about. It's also, well, habit building, that's a good question. So I can get rid of the habit building aspect. So I believe this is a choice, and in this choice I can like still find the game exciting enough despite these clicks. But imagine how much you could reach if this aspect of the user experience was fixed. Because there are so many things to get right. Okay, I still have some. Oh, I'm not fighting this, I'm fighting someone else. 6-star Yorogumo, of course. And I don't mind the whale food aspect, because eventually I get out of the whale food status. I don't mind that the game is pay to win, it's fine, I understand that aspect as well. There are unfair opponents in other games as well. It's just this time a human enjoys it and not like a computer algorithm. What the issue is some of the clicks, and you see that some parts of the game are a bit so you need to do a bit too many clicks, let's put it this way, and that's a bit of an issue, which doesn't materialize in much of an edge other than some people giving up some of the optimizations. Marketplace, I mean, forget it, right? Like 50 plus extra clicks, while you could just do 2. And there can be another edge for players, because if you set your marketplace up well and others don't, they make a mistake every day, so the skill element is still there. In fact, it's magnified by the auto buy. So that's it. This is how you can improve the game. Hopefully some things will happen sooner or later, and this means that you can retain some of the players who would otherwise quit. It's important to also survey why like some of the higher profile players quit, because if it's just competition, you cannot do much about it other than dampen. But if you dampen competition too much, then the game loses its purpose, right? But if it's Celocan said back in the days in 267 the game is boring for him. Solvet said the same thing. A game is boring for it. It doesn't enjoy it anymore. It has to do with like getting into the menus. And I understand that, for example, this is a feature, right? So that you see all these things. I know more or less where to go to get this. This is a feature, I understand. I didn't ask for fixing this, although I'm saying that to make these things more exciting to watch would incentivize purchases, or structuring them a bit better. So you see, some people don't even know that you can go down to album, and it's not that exciting. By the way, there is a 1 diamond thing here as well, on Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays. So I understand if you want to do it this way so that people scroll. I didn't ask for this one, I mean, we can understand this. Here, this is actually fine. So some parts of the game are fine. Others are a bit weird from a point of view of clicks. And hopefully this will be fixed sooner or later.